Oi oi, this is Joseph Laws, aka Joe Laws, aka Bemel Bomber, aka Big Sexy. You're watching Sport Icon.
Right, everyone, I hope you're all doing fantastic. So, I know I've said this a couple of times before, but I'm going to say it again for those of you who haven't heard me say it, which is I was born here in the Northeast and I currently live here, or Newcastle to be specific. But obviously, I spent a bit of time away, hence my accent. Now, it's very, very important to me that boxing in the Northeast, regardless of the platform, is promoted, as in you guys know about it. You guys know which fighters there are in the Northeast, and of course I'm bringing many of these guys and girls onto the channel. Some of you guys have already seen it, along with like Joe Laws, of course he's been on here, April Hunter, Lawrence Osueke, and many others, Jamie Bates of course, and that as well, Thomas Patrick Ward, Lewis Ritson, etc, etc. Now going forward, nothing's changing with the channel, of course not. You still get all the usual content, but you can be getting additional content with Northeast Boxing, and as I said, it's very, very important to me that you guys watch them and do you guys get to know who these people are, because Northeast Boxing, the fighters, they are under the radar unless they've got a Matchroom contract or a Frank Warren kind of contract. Obviously, being on like the mainstream TV is what I mean. You guys won't really know who a lot of these guys are, but hopefully going forward, you'll learn more and more about them. And as I said, it's very, very important to me that these guys get as much promotion as they can. And thanks to you guys, I do have the biggest platform as far as boxing goes in the Northeast, and now I can actually help promote them from my channel perspective. Now there's a fight card, and this will be on Friday the 13th of December in Rayton Meadows Arena. This is in Houghton-le-Spring. For those of you who don't know where Houghton-le-Spring is, it's on the border of Washington and Durham, so please pop along. If anybody wants tickets and you don't quite know how to contact any of the fighters on the card, go to my website, use a contact form, and I'll put you in contact with some of the fighters to go get tickets for them as well. And the tickets are very, very cheap. Now, this show is going to be put on by Phil Jeffries, of course, and Steve Wraith. Now, these guys, again, these guys are very, very passionate about boxing in the Northeast, and I will be going to see Phil Jeffries over the next couple of weeks as well. Now, on this fight card, not everybody is announced that I know is going to be on this card, and I don't want to give away any kind of spoilers for it. And again, just in case I may have heard wrong, or maybe some fighters who believe that they're going to be on the card but they're not announced yet may end up not being on the card. So what I don't want to do is give away too much. But what I will do is give you the names of the fighters who are on the fight card. Starting off with Tom Hill from Middlesborough, 8-0 welterweight, and he's going to be taking on Ellis Corey, and this will be for the Northern Area welterweight title, which is good because I was quite interested as to what was happening with the Northern Area welterweight title. Would it be Tom Hill that's going to go for it? Would it be Joe Laws? Would it be Bassi Razak, or a couple of others that could potentially go for it? And Tom Hill has it. He's a fantastic fighter. I did want to interview him at the MTK show here at the Eagles Arena. When he was fighting, I didn't quite know that I was actually allowed backstage to go interview him. But by the time I realised that I was allowed backstage, it was too late. He'd already had his fight and buggered off. So unfortunately, I didn't get to see him, but I will get him on the channel for sure. Joe Maphosa, he's going to be on the card. Very, very good fighter. He's a flyweight, 8-0. Please keep your eye out for Joe Maphosa. Lawrence Osueke, of course, I've interviewed him a couple of times. I've met him several times. And of course, because I do spend a fair bit of time in the Wolves End Boxing Academy with Nick Gittes and all the guys, Lawrence Osueke is one of those, as is April Hunter. Now, I was the very first person to interview her as a professional fighter. Of course, so she got her professional debut and won quite convincingly as well on the Matchroom card just gone. So she's going to be making her second professional fight, and she is the first, I believe it's the first, Newcastle-born female professional fighter as well. So big up April Hunter. She's from the same gym as Lawrence Osueke and Joe Laws, Jamie Bates, Jeff Saunders, and quite a few others in that as well. Alex Farrell, he's been making his third professional fight as well, and he's a super welterweight. Alex Farrell, again, much like with Tom Hill, I wanted to see him at the MTK show, but again, by the time I realised that I could actually interview him backstage, it was too late. Terry Wilkinson, super lightweight, currently 8-0. Now, he's trained by the father of Lewis Ritson, Dave Ritson, and Terry Wilkinson, I haven't spoken to him yet, but I certainly will be going forward. But he seems like a very, very quiet kind of guy, very nice guy. But when he's in the ring, that boy can fight. He can really, really fight. So anyway, Terry Wilkinson will be on this card as well, as will Michael Webster, cruiserweight, currently 2-0. Bazzy Razak, as I said before, Bazzy Razak, he's part of Mark's gym at Vision and trains alongside Steve USSR Robinson and others. Bazzy Razak, very, very good fighter, also welterweight. So check him out. Jeff Neesham as well. He's currently 1-0. So again, just like April Hunter, he's going to be making his second professional fight at featherweight and a light heavyweight in Steve Cooper as well. So this is absolutely fantastic. In addition to those ones as well, we've also got Anthony Ornsby, or Anth Ornsby as he likes to be called, who's currently trained by boxing legend Glenn McCory, former cruiserweight world champion. So it'd be excellent to see him out and about again. Simon Vallily as well. Now he's a heavyweight. He was formerly cruiserweight, but Simon Vallily from Middlesbrough, he's going to be on this card as well as. So this is looking real good. As I said, there are a few names that I know could well be on this card because they said to me that they could potentially be on this card as well. So we'll have to wait and see going forward. But even if they're not, this fight card in itself is very, very good. So big up to Phil Jeffries and Steve Wraith for putting on this card at the arena in Houghton-le-Spring. So anyway, as I said, I will be getting hold of most of these fighters again, get most of them on the channel, in addition to the likes of Lewis Ritson and Thomas Patrick Ward at the Fallon's gym, and quite a few others, Chad Ellis and that, and that as well. So anyway, that's what's going on. Friday the 13th, the Christmas Cracker, presented by Phil Jeffries and Steve Wraith in Houghton-le-Spring. If anybody wants tickets, hit me up and I'll put you in the right direction. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.